Now, there was a time back in 2019, before the worldwide situation, where we all could travel and move freely, and on this trip to the country of Colombia, we found an awful lot of different tarantula spiders, many of which we have not shown here on this channel before. So now it's about time to show you one of the most remarkable tarantulas we've probably ever witnessed in nature, and luckily it suits the current theme of autumn and Halloween pretty well, even though Halloween was already a week ago and we're trying to cut up with the speed of editing these tarantula field trip videos.
Morning everyone, welcome to a new episode on this channel. We're right next to a roadside embankment and looking for tarantulas. It's around 10 a.m. in the morning. We've been up since probably around 6 or 7 a.m. Just looking around for some tarantulas in this region in Colombia. These are all little Ishnotele. There's one here, 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 and several others. But there are no tarantulas, and they're quite small to actually film. But we have already found one, and I would like to demonstrate it. But maybe we find the second one and you are live with me, so that would be amazing, I guess. Welcome everyone. Still in Colombia looking for tarantulas. Right next to the street, of course, to get the full immersion for you guys. But long story short, we already found a tarantula. And it's actually a really nice one. We're not sure about the exact species, but it's a Hapalopus species for sure, the yellow and black ones. So it's probably the Hapalopus species Big Colombia, even though it does look a little bit different. But super excited, super happy that we found one here. We had no location, no locality for this species, so it was just a random stop here and the usual search for tarantulas. So very happy, and just an incredible species. So enough talking, we'll show you the specimen right now.
For over 10 years, the tarantula hobby knows about the existence of several different species of these Hapalopus Pumpkin Patch Tarantula complex. And I know about it that accurate since I was involved in the early discussions on the leading German-speaking tarantula forum, Vogelspinnenstammtisch Schweiz. Members of the forum made detailed comparison shots of different species available in the pet trade, and all the different Hapalopus species were readily discussed online. Members of the genus Hapalopus are very skittish individuals. They are fast-moving and know how to use their urticating hairs to defend themselves. A typical defense behavior is raising the abdomen into the air, and that's something you're going to see and most likely have already seen here on this video footage. The tarantula genus Hapalopus holds many more mysteries for us. In the past years, some oddly colored Hapalopus were found in Venezuela and bordering regions in Colombia. The lack of these yellow markings is remarkable and has most of us tarantula enthusiasts in awe. And luckily, we did manage to find one of these special orange and blue colored Hapalopus tarantulas in and on our field trip in 2019 in Colombia. But I think we'll save that one for a future video, since it does not fit the current theme of the video, autumn and Halloween. So Make sure to subscribe to the channel, hit that bell notification icon, and leave a comment down below. Let us know that you really want to see the video with this special orange-blue colored Hapalopus Pumpkin Patch Tarantula from Colombia. This Pumpkin Patch Tarantula species appears to be a potentially new species and not present within the pet tarantula hobby. The coloration resembles a little bit the Hapalopus species klein and small, but the overall size and little differences here and there, combined with the big distance between localities, make us hope that we have found an independent population with this potentially new species within the genus Hapalopus. Now, as you can see, this pumpkin patch Hapalopus tarantula was living underneath a rock and built themselves a very small but densely silked hiding place. We spent almost half an hour to just photograph this species in all the different angles. I think at that point the video documentation aspect got a little lost, and something we have improved upon in the most recent field trips in this year for sure. On the very same day, just further down the road, we stopped at another location and decided to look for tarantulas. Luckily, within a few minutes we could locate an adult specimen of the very same subfamily as before, Pterophocinae. These tarantulas were a little bit bigger than the pumpkin patch tarantula before, but not by a lot. In total, we found 3 specimens of the very same species in 2 different sizes. One was almost adult and the other smaller side, marking the 3rd instar probably of this very species. At this stage, it would be foolish to make any comments about a potential genus, so this will remain a secret until someone has the chance to examine these under a microscope. And yes, Pseudhapalopus is the wrong wild genus guess here. This tarantula species did not enjoy the photo shooting at all, and after a few minutes she decided to position herself in a more defense pose and showed us her beautiful fangs. Always interesting to see are other animals, of course, such as this little male lizard species. The territorial behavior displaying in the nervous leg movement was quite outstanding. If a tarantula is fast enough to catch him, he would probably and certainly be in trouble. This day in the field within Colombia was simply incredible. It was one of the days where we have not planned any localities beforehand and just searched for tarantulas out in the blue, really. Interestingly enough, that we found 3 different species in just that single day. And the last one you'll see just now is a member of the genus Schismatotellinae. You've never heard of this Schismatotellinae before, nothing to worry about. These are mostly dwarf tarantulas in a uniform brown coloration without any urticating setae. A New World tarantula group without urticating hairs to flick, you think? Yes. Such as most of the members of the Psalmopoeinae subfamily, these little spiders don't have any urticating hairs to flick, and since they don't have any of these usual possibilities to defend themselves, they are quick with striking a pose for defending themselves when disturbed. Another interesting fact is that just on this single wall, on this roadside embankment, we easily found 100 adult specimens of these Schismatotellinae spiders, and this was just a remarkable found. They were in all different sizes, of course, but yeah, most of them were adult and were easily tickled out of their barrel. Thank you all for watching. I hope this little insight of another field trip tarantula story was worth watching. Stay safe and keep on sharing our channel and videos with your friends.